Why is the Lego haunted house so expensive? And now they have an Atari set.
Bog Panda.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bog Panda. I am Dr. Mike, at Official Pagan on everything. I'm not spelling it for you. And joining me, as always.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly at OFFICIALPAGAN tool at Twitter. So that'd take a while. I get that. But I'm at KELLYTHUL on Twitter and Instagram. So we got that.
And you forgot to say like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Yeah, like, subscribe, stuff. No. We would appreciate it if you get a chance to check out our videos. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you'll be notified when we put new stuff out. Give a video to a like, leave us a comment or two. That would be great. We'd love to hear from folks. And take a peek at our narrowcasting merch store of a few t-shirts that we've been able to get approved through the Vatican. So there we go.
Maybe it will be included in their next apology. It is Official Pagan is long to spell, and that's why I don't do it. There's a commercial right now, and it's like a husband and wife. It's popped up on like every YouTube video I've watched. It's a husband and wife, and the wife's like paying the bills while the husband's doing something else in the background. And she's like yelling out to him, like, what's the password for such and such a site or whatever? One of them, he just goes, it's the entire alphabet backward. It says the password. And that's very much the situation in my house when it comes to things. If I have to name anything or make a password for anything, it's insanely long. And everybody hates me for it.
Yeah. So are you a Tapeheads guy, Mike?
Tapeheads?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's a movie.
Oh, then no.
Tim Robbins and John Cusack, as a matter of fact. By a couple of, and I'm gonna his name is below. You all know him as the
guy.
I got it, Don Cornelius. And as it said down there,
you were right.
He's in it. Devo actually, they don't perform, but they're not the actors performing on the screen, but there's a band that's featured in it that's actually Devo performing, but it's a different group of folks given what they're trying to do there. But it's about some up and coming, wanting to be video game producers, or not video game, but music video producers. And it through the whole process, at some point, they get stopped by a cop, and this is actually going to tie in. Hang on a sec. They get stopped by a cop, and he's trying to determine if they're too drunk to drive home. They're at kind of bar, and trying to determine if they're too drunk to drive home. So he says, "Okay, recite the entire alphabet backwards, leaving out the vowels. Go." And boom, they do it. It's pretty. But if you haven't seen Tapeheads, that's if we ever get back into the recommendation show format for anything, there's going to be a Tapeheads recommendation coming. Because
I was going to say, I feel like you snuck in a recommendation here. I'm definitely going to have to check that out, though. I've never heard of this movie, but it sounds great. I have seen like similar kinds of things there's like sobriety tests. They're always kind of these tricky things, and I always sit there and think like, I'm not sure I would pass that now. Like if somebody just burst in my house and was like, quick, do this. I don't think I could being put on the spot like that. You?
So I think I'd have difficulty, but hey, here's a free tip to all the Bog Panda listeners out there. If you are under having a field sobriety test applied, don't say, the thing you don't say is, I'm not even sure if I could do that sober. Because that is not the right thing to say. So, but so that's some free advice from them. But yeah, there's a lot of the things that I'm not sure I could do sober, because they look pretty difficult.
Yeah, and definitely don't, when they pull you over, do not say I have a gun and a trash bag full of money in the back seat. It's experience talking. So anyway, so Lego has announced an Atari 2600 set. So if anyone remembers, I'm guessing it was a little more than a year ago now because time all just blurs together in the pandemic era. So it might have been a couple years. Who knows? Could have been last week. They had an NES set, and it was an NES machine, and it was like a little TV with Mario on it, as if you were playing hooked up to the TV. I did not get it. I thought it was really cool looking. um, Legos are cool from a distance for me. And I have like a couple small Lego things, but like the elaborate Lego sets, I just don't think I have the patience to put that kind of stuff together. Like one of my nephews loves that kind of stuff, especially puzzles. The more elaborate and gigantic the puzzle, the better for him. That's not for me. That's not the kind of thing. I would just get frustrated and annoyed. That's not the kind of thing that's for me. So from afar, I can appreciate, especially when you see these crazy like sculptures and things that people do with Legos. It's all really impressive. And I thought the NES system looked cool. I don't remember how much it retailed for. I don't even think I looked because every single year, Lego releases a new variation on their haunted house for Halloween. And every single year I get excited because it gets posted on horror sites and everything. I think it looks awesome. I click on the link to go and buy it, and it's like $500-$600. And every year I'm surprised by this, despite the fact that it was the same cost the year before. But every year I am indignant. This is the cost of this Lego set that I want. So now they've announced the Atari 2600 set. I'm less excited about this than I would have been, say, the Nintendo set, but I did notice the price on this one. Did you get a chance to see that price, sir?
I did, and talk about having a gun and a bag full of money. Atari must be doing that because
that's how Kelly gets out of a sobriety test.
Yeah, because Kelly, it would be if you're going to pick this up, you're going to need that because it's clocking in at $240, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Particularly since the basic kit you end up getting looks a pretty reasonable facsimile of the Atari 2600 console, and then I don't know 4 or 5 little creations tied to games and concepts related to Atari. So you get a centipede, and I think something that looks like it might be from Warlords or something like that. But it's not like even the haunted house. There's like a ton of stuff going on, and that would be pretty cool. Millennium Falcon's the one that every time I come across it, I start to go, maybe now's the time I get that. And then I go down and look at the price. I go, no, I'm not going to do
Is it
that.
in that haunted house range?
It is typically. I mean, they have ended up doing a couple slightly smaller versions. So clocking at a reasonable $300. Yeah. But the big Millennium Falcon it's a haunted house territory.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And again, I think this stuff looks really cool. A lot of the Lego stuff, it's just not for me, especially at that price point. And that's not the kind of price point where you find out if it's for you. Like to take the chance and see if you want to delve into a large scale Lego project like that. That's not something you just bet $500 on, at least not for me. So I do think this looks cool, and I'm curious to see if they continue to do these video game sets, what their next console would be. Maybe we're going to move into the 16-bit and see a Genesis or a Super Nintendo or something along those lines. I kind of expected to see Super Nintendo, so I thought it was interesting they jumped to a different system. So that's why I bring up, maybe we'll see a Sega system next time or something like that, which would be cool. But yeah, those kind of price points are going to keep me out of this.
Yeah. Virtual Boy. That would be Lego Virtual Boy.
All right, a Lego Virtual Boy. I might have to go for that one.
For $300.
$300 Lego Virtual Boy. Just because, like, to see people come in and be like, do you have a Virtual Boy? And be like, no, I built that with Legos.
That's right.
It's a monument to the Virtual Boy.
Free advice to you there, Lego. There's your next killer product.
Yeah. If you send us some review copies, if I can figure out how to put mine together, you're going to get that Panda bump. There
you go. That, yeah. And
if anybody needs it, it's Lego.
Yeah, because they could benefit. And we forgot to do the translation. It is $240 or 3 Atari tokens. So just keep that in mind. For
That's true. That's true. I mean, how much does a Nintendo Switch go for?
oh boy, you're gonna.
It's in that range,
I
right?
think right now it goes for what we had just put up there. That's kind of the price now. But I'm not sure what number appeared for you, but I'm kind of guessing around like a Switch Lite is around like 180, I think.
So less than this. See, I was thinking a Switch would be kind of in that range.
Yeah,
So you could buy an actual game console for the cost of this Lego facsimile of a game console.
Yeah, unless my memory's completely shot, which it could be, and everybody's going to know at this point how bad my recollection is versus reality. But we'll see on that. Oh, there's going to be a quick search at the end of the show. And once we get to recording, I want to find out where my how badly off I was.
I mean, it's still going to get you most of the way towards almost any console that's out at this point.
Yeah, no doubt. A big step towards that. And it will you could have got a partycade from Arcade 1-Up.
Yeah, a couple $100 more, you can have an actual arcade machine in your house.
Yeah.
How much is the Lego at Games?
Lego's at Games Ultimate. The mini would be a good one for them to do with the little rotating.
Yeah, you pop out the monitor and rotate it. $1,000.
These are all gifts to you, Atari. We think you'll pick up on them, and when you do, as Mike mentioned earlier, we need review copies, and you'll get the Panda Bump. So we'll do that.
You're welcome, Lego, struggling mom and pop company.
That's right. We're here to help.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
Nope, not this time.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.